What happened?
Basically, I mean, at first it was during the rehearsal at the Miss USA competition that year, and he had walked in, and my dad had seen him, and he just introduced himself and then introduced me. And the first time, it was just like a kind of a quick hug and a kiss on the lips, and I was shocked just because I was like, what was that? I've never had anybody greet me like that. And I just almost wanted to wipe my mouth just because I felt awkward and kind of embarrassed. And then I just kind of excused it as, well, I guess maybe that's how people on the East Coast greet each other. I was very naive and young at the time. So. And
it wasn't a public place. I mean, your father saw this happen.
I mean, it was just at the rehearsal. So, I mean, there were a few parents around, but it was mostly contestants there and people on his production team.
So then you had a chance again to meet him at Trump Tower.
I did.
And this time it was similar but also different. So what happened then?
It was different, but it was similar. Yeah, I was there with two chaperones. He had invited me out there. He said he was going to introduce me to Ford and Elite modeling agencies, and that he told my sponsor that I had a huge career ahead of me and a great look. And so I was excited to go out there and see what I could do. So I went out there, sat outside. His receptionist called him back, and when he came out to greet me, he gave me another embrace and a kiss. It was a little different this time. It kind of felt like, it just felt like a little bit more to me. So I felt awkward, and I just remembered in my mind going, what does he think this is? Like, I'm thinking, he's married. This is awkward for me. He's much older. This is not at all what I came here for. So to me, it was like, I hope he knows that I'm here for business. I'm not here for anything other than business.
And it did impact you?
It did, yeah. At that time, for sure it did. Because I was young, and it was just different. And instead of staying there for the several weeks that I was supposed to stay there and finish all the things that he had set up for me, I felt awkward, where I think it was just after the first week, I just thought, I can't do this. And I got myself my own plane ticket, and I flew myself home.
I mean, that says a lot about how it made you feel.
Yeah.
Trump has responded to your claims, and I just want to read for you what he said. He gave a statement to NBC News, and he said, talking about you specifically, Temple, I'll read it. I don't even know who she is. She claims this took place in a public area. I never kissed her. I emphatically deny this ridiculous claim. How do you respond to that?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, because back in May, when the New York Times first came out, originally he tried to deny.
They published a story mentioning your name and the kiss at the pageant. Yes.
And that was something I didn't even think I would be put in. I did not think anybody would care about this kiss. I actually had something else I was talking about that he had spoken to me about in his office. And that's what I brought up. But I just brought up the fact that he'd kissed me when he met me. And it got put in the article. And next thing I know, he's denying all the allegations. And I kept quiet because I thought, oh my gosh, I just want this to go away. I'm a mom. I don't want this attention. I went into hiding, ignored all the media. And within a few weeks, I noticed that the Daily Mail had posted an article of him saying, oh, I do remember Miss Utah. She was a nice girl. She was with her parents. I met her before the pageant. He acted like there was an audience there, is what he talked about. And he's like, she gave me a hug, and I gave her a kiss on the cheek. And I would never hug somebody of his stature and his celebrity status. I would just never go up to a man and do that. You know, I might do that to a friend of mine that I know, or her, like my best friend, her husband. I love them. And so he'll come up and give me a sideways hug. That's it. Sideways hug, not a hug and a direct kiss on the face. So yeah, I mean, so when I hear that, and then I hear him say he doesn't even know me.
Now he's saying he doesn't even know you, but you're saying months ago he's quoted saying you were a nice girl and he knew you, and giving circumstances of what happened.
Yeah.
So completely different.
He just flip-flops, for sure.